Hello all. I am filming my vlog early this week so that I can edit it early so I don't have to procrastinate and put it off 10 minutes before the deadline. And yeah, I guess it's the bucket list week and I wrote stuff down and that's just what came to my head right now. So I don't know if there's gonna be more or what. I feel like this is more of a want list. I want. Okay, so obviously I want to graduate college. I'd like to make Dean's List, obviously, again this semester and any semester. And I want to survive sophomore year fall semester, because there's a couple of science courses that are going to take a pretty large toll on my life. And afterwards, I want a job at Hershey Medical Center in the children's hospital portion. And I want to get my master's in to become a nurse practitioner with a specialty in pediatric care, and maybe someday get my doctorate, because I think they're making, the National Nursing Association or whatever, they're making a new thingamabobber that says as of in blah 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 year you need to have a doctorate in order to be like a specialty nurse, which is kind of weird because then you're doctor nurse. It's like, yeah. And let's see what else. Obviously I want to get married and have kids, like no more than 3. 3's pretty much my limit. And I don't want twins because I'm afraid I might get them confused. Does that make me a bad mother if I get them confused?
Yes. Judgment.
Oh my. And one second. I want to do another cross-country road trip. I did that the year before I came to Pennsylvania, so I guess it would make it the year before 8th grade, and it was so much fun. We went to a bunch of, my family and I, we went to a bunch of national parks, and we stayed at all these, we went to a rodeo and stayed in a little motel right by a sulfur mine, so I mean, come on, who doesn't want to do that? And, one second, I'm gonna cross off stuff so I don't get confused. Hold on. And I want to swim with the dolphins. I want the, like, lifelong wish. Favorite animal, dolphins. Actually, one time whenever I was in, what's it called? New Jersey.
Yeah, that state.
Yeah, the state, like, east of us. I always get confused with west and east, but then I just remember we, like west and east. And yeah. Anyway, I was in the ocean, you know, that big blue thing, and there were all these dolphins that were coming within close range, and they were like the bottlenose dolphins, and they were so cute, and they were just playing out in the like not even that far from us, and if you went underwater you could hear them talking, like you could hear them like squeaking. It was so cute. And yeah, and I just wanted to go out and say I love you and
In
play,
dolphin.
yeah, in dolphin and play with them, and just so I mean, technically I guess I've done that, but I want to actually be able to touch them, because the stupid lifeguards, I mean, what do they know? Memento. I want to donate to Locks of Love again, but in order for that to happen I need to grow my hair really, really long.
You're stealing all of mine.
No, donate.
Locks of love thing.
Yeah.
You're growing your hair long.
Well, I'd want my hair to stay like this length. I would just have to grow it out long, then cut it. I don't want to like permanently grow it out.
It's taken me like 10 years
That's
to get it this long.
It's taken me, I think the last time I donated to Locks of Love, it was chopped up to my ear. So talk about an awkward length. But yeah, I would have to grow it down too. And first of all, I didn't steal the Swim with the Dolphins. That's been a lifelong dream of mine. Oh my god. I was originally promised it for my 16th birthday. I never got it. But anyway, okay. Anyway, so I guess I would have, because the minimum you can donate, I think, is 1 foot. So I'd be willing to cut it up to my shoulders. At most. Okay. I also want to go to the UK, and I want to go to, oh my god, no, just no. And Italy.
You go to Italy.
I want to go to the UK too. But yeah, I mean, I just think Italy's a cool place. I'd also like to go to Greece, because I love, like, learning about the ancient Greeks in history classes. And let's see, I want to go back to Bucks County with the Bucks County people, aka Brian, Shannon, Allison, like all you folks. I want to go back to Bucks County with you guys. I would like to become a Zumba instructor. I already have set the date to go and get my license, so that's awesome. But I actually want to work over the summer as a Zumba instructor because I think that would be fun. Zumba is just so awesome. I want to go on more cruises. I might have mentioned this earlier, but like, just to, like, different cruises besides Alaska. I would like to take a cruise to the Bahamas. Maybe whenever I'm older, like, take a Disney cruise with my family. You know, like my mom and my dad and my kids and my husband. No. Speaking of which, Bahamas, Atlantis for the honeymoon. Future husband, if you are watching, take notes. I want to go to Atlantis. Yeah, the commercials looks pretty cool. Or, so Atlantis or Sandals? I don't know. I think it's Atlantis. I want to learn how to snorkel because, whenever I was little and my family and we used to go to the water parks down in Disney, there would be like this snorkeling tank, and it was filled with like all this marine wildlife, like fish, and there were some small sharks in there, and there were eels. And what you do is you get a thingamabobber, a life vest. Let's just say that. Go with the 1920s term. And you get a pair of goggles and you get a snorkel. Well, whenever I went in, I like choked, like, I was like, because I couldn't use the snorkel, so I was just like, ugh. And yeah, anyway. I would also like to see a famous composer in a concert. Yeah, like somebody like James Horner, James Newton Howard, Hans Zimmer, or John Powell. They're all so great and I love them. I would like to visit the Titanic before it disappears forever. I just think that would be really cool. I want to go to Russia. Russia seems like a cool place. I mean, whenever I see pictures of it in like history classes and language classes, I love the structure of the buildings. Dearest Abby Pennell, if you are watching this, someday we are going to meet up in DC together. That is on my bucket list, so it's gonna happen. And my 21st birthday, I want to go to Murph's study hall, which is like the place to go if you're above 21 at York College. I want to go to Murph's and ask for alcohol. Yep. And whenever they ask what type, I'm just going to say, the good alcohol, of course. And I'm going to ask for a little teeny umbrella. I want to go to maybe like 7 campus events throughout the semester, which is pretty big considering that usually the only ones I go to are the movies, and they count. So I've already done that once, and now I'm down to 6. So yeah. Make friends. I've made a friend.
That sounds familiar.
I want to go to Orlando, Florida again, which I guess is kind of necessary if I want to actually swim with the dolphins. I want to win the lottery. Yeah. And not just like the silly little $2 scratch-offs. I mean like the freaking mega millions. I want to try to get into the honors fraternity. I'm going to an info meeting on Monday, so I mean, if it sounds okay, I mean, I guess I can always try. The biggest thing I'm worried about is hazing. I mean, yeah. Go to Burbank, California and see Ellen and Conan on the same day. Yes. They're like my 2 favorite like talk shows, and they're both hilarious. And Ellen and Conan are just so funny. Yeah. I want to finish teaching myself to play the piano. I've accomplished some of it. I think I was able to play 1 song with both hands properly.
Do, do, do.
No,
Do, do,
not
do,
even
do,
that.
do,
I
do,
forgot
do.
how to play that.
How do you forget? There's like, it goes right in order.
Okay. Ba, ba, ba. I can't do it with the second hand though. I forget.
Oh, I don't know this hand. I
Yeah.
just know this hand.
Nah, both hands. I know how to play 1 song, and it's from Titanic. So yeah. I want to go to Alaska again and see the Northern Lights this time. Last time we went, we were on a cruise, and I saw orcas and seals. They were so cute. And yeah, I think seeing the Northern Lights would be pretty. And then, specifically where I want to go is Ketchikan. They had a lot of, they had a lot of scenery. That doesn't sound very interesting, but it was really, really pretty up there. And there was just like this whole cove of seals. Another thing, this has to do with the cove and dolphins, not seals. I want to go to Japan and save dolphins at some point and become a wanted person in Japan. Like Hayden Panettiere. I've seen, there's this documentary I have with me. It's called The Cove, and it's about these Japanese people who trap hundreds and hundreds of innocent dolphins in this cove, and they just brutally slaughter them. And not only are they doing that, but they're marketing it off as other types of whale meat. And by doing that, they're giving people over there mercury poisoning and just, which has, sorry, I need to find my words.
I'm in rage. This is the maddest I've ever been.
And, I can't. He was their friend. He was their friend. Look at me.
And the vlog breaks down.
Seriousness.
Continue.
And I guess this mercury has a huge effect on pregnant mothers, and their children are being born with all these birth defects where they can't move and they just can't anything. They're like vegetables for the rest of their lives, their whole lives. I want a massage. I think I need one after that rant. I mean, yeah. I want to go back to Raiders class and have a massage. And be, yeah, that one lady who came in. I just want to take a nap. I'm tired. Okay, this one I sort of did steal from Amanda.
Yeah.
I want to tell George Douglas IV to go
Oh my
fuck
God.
himself,
You
which
can't put that on the
he
internet.
probably already has, but still. Anyway, yeah.
How long have you been ranting?
Probably around 5 minutes. Ranting. 5 minutes of pure rantage. That was the last thing on my bucket list that I have.
Tell the story
Right here.
from last night.
You don't want to hear that,
I'll
do
tell
you?
the story. Bring it over here and I'll tell the story.
Oh.
Alright, so this happened. Don't ask how we got on this topic. It's a long story. But it wasn't as weird as you're probably thinking it was. It just kind of progressed from a not weird starting point. It was kind of weird. Oh well. So, the beginning of it was, how can prostitution be illegal when people get paid for porn? That was pretty much kind of the beginning. So then Steph was like, but how is, like, porn any different from, like, an R-rated movie love scene? I sat there and I was like, wait, what? So, like, 2 minutes later, I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, well, the actors and actresses actually do it, don't they? It's like, Steph, no. So she didn't believe me. And she looked it up. And surprisingly enough, they don't actually do it.
It is surprising!
Her mind was blown. Like, everything she's ever known is a lie. I was like, Steph, what if someone gets pregnant? Like, like, but they'd be safe. And I was like, Steph, in Brokeback Mountain, do you think that 2 guys actually did that? She was like, yeah. And I was like, no. That needs to be shared with the world. Because it was hilarious. Oh, I so wish I would have recorded that. It was so funny.
And this went on for a
It
while.
was like a 20-minute. Because then she kept looking up, like, specific movies. Like,
True Blood!
yeah. she's
True
like,
Blood!
Do they actually do it? And I'm like, no. They don't. That would be so awkward. Imagine all the people in Hollywood that